The Dutch team fly away from home. They are superb on the counter, we know that. Ajax in red and white then get us off and underway in this eagerly anticipated game. You know that Ziyech is a fine deliverer of a ball. Veltman is up from the back, 6-foot defender. In it comes, Arsenal goal! Ajax lead inside the first 2 minutes of Stamford Bridge. Promise whipped it in. Did it go cleanly in or did it go in off the Chelsea defender? But Ajax lead, and what a start for him and his team. Abraham.
I think it did. It looked okay there.
Curling in, gets a little nick. All of a sudden, Stamford Bridge was very, very quiet. The cheers you could hear were from the Ajax bench, but now Chelsea come in search of an equaliser. Mount was involved, Pulisic in the box, will it come out to Mount? The referee's given a penalty! What a start! What a start! We knew it was going to be eventful, but not this eventful.
Maybe not.
He hurdled the challenge, Pulisic. Veltman went to ground, but was there real contact? The referee made up his mind very early on. Frank Lampard appealed. Jorginho will take it. He has 2 penalties already this season. That's his third. 1-1 inside the first 4 minutes.
Well, calm as you like. Penalties you feel are sometimes a pressure situation, but he saw no pressure there. He just stroked that in the bottom corner.
Italy, hugely experienced World Cup referee from Russia. And Jorginho planted it firmly into the back of the net. 1-1, what a start.
He just goes a little bit early. Made his mind.
Let's be honest.
Good defending, kept a decent line there. What a ball that is, by the way.
Tadic, it was a great ball. Tadic! His form and high standards, it was a bad miss.
See, fans will be thinking, well, that's what we saw at Southampton. The ball was delightful, the touch was brilliant, the finish was...
This is Mazraoui. And Neres. Oh, it's a lovely run in, a beautiful goal. What a good goal by Ajax, a superb crossing. And this man is on fire. Quincy Promes, 2-1 to Ajax. We've not been playing 20 minutes.
They keep possession beautifully here. It all looks okay for Chelsea, but watch this, he has a look up, there's the run. Ooh, just stays onside by the look of it, and it's a good finish, he has to adjust. Kepa can do nothing about it. It's the vision, the intelligence, Ziyech, that just makes that possible. Wonderful delivery, and it's a decent finish, look. It's difficult, Kepa can do...
Ziyech, wonderfully gifted. Left foot. Curling! It's in! It's 3-1 Ajax! It curled all the way! Off the woodwork! In off Kepa! And Ajax have a 2-goal buffer after a sensational first half performance. Chelsea 1, Ajax 3.
Has led to this. Yeah, it was whipped in with real pace. Again, it's one that causes problems. It's unlucky in the end, comes off the far post. I mean, it hits him in the face and goes in. I mean, it's that well placed. Maybe even if you're 6'3", you can't get that. Full in the face.
Drifted over him. He's still in there though. Martinez has brushed him off easily. Blind, well positioned. Comes out to Alonso. We know he can hit them.
Well, he's having a mixed bag, isn't he? We've just seen 2 balls that
he needs a football. No more time for Ajax, going 3 seconds short perhaps. He's obviously thinking change is needed, and needed very, very quickly. So Reece James, the 19-year-old, who was on loan at Wigan last season, replaces Marcos Alonso. And James has come on to replace him. I'll have a word with Gary on that in just a couple of seconds' time. Off we go in the second half. Chelsea all in blue. They've conceded 3 first-half goals. Delivered with Jorginho's levelling penalty kick after 5 minutes has long been evaporated, but this is a great run here by Tomori. What a run by the young centre-half. All the way! Oh, it would have been one of the goals of the season in the Champions League.
Look at the smile on Frank Lampard's face. He can't believe what he saw.
And run, Willian. Here's Tammy Abraham, great running from the left by Pulisic. Lifted his head a little bit late perhaps. Pulisic was already in there. Header drops away now to Azpilicueta. Lint went for it, so too did Lisandro Martinez.
Terrific pressure.
Kovacic. Abraham goes on, the flag has stayed down! Super save by Onana. Everything went in slow motion then.
It's just scintillating football. The movement is absolutely terrific. He's offside. I think he's offside there.
Leaning forward into an offside position, it would seem. As they chase the game, the threat is always there on the counter. David Neres. Challenge on him. Over the cross into the middle. Here's Van der Beek. They've got another. That was always the danger as Chelsea chased. Ajax would come out on a counter, and they're 4-1 up at Stamford Bridge.
Pressure. I mean, look at this. When it comes into Van der Beek, it's just brilliant. His movement here, look. Just not interested there. All of a sudden, they picked him out. Look at that, kills it dead, and then goes across the goalkeeper. Absolute textbook. It's pinged into him so hard, but look at that first touch. But I always like that as a striker. I love to get that ball pinged in at my feet because it made you react.
The 20-year-old will be replaced by the 19-year-old Hudson-Odoi, who's been an ever-present for Chelsea since coming back from that horrible Achilles injury picked up in April. He returned on the 25th of September. Hudson-Odoi. Brilliant switch. Willian. James is in support. Pulisic in the box. Looking for Abraham, it's in! Chelsea have one back. Azpilicueta arriving at the far post. Might have got the final touch. Chelsea 2, Ajax 4. Game that keeps on giving.
This second half, they deserve it. I mean, the switch there by Hudson-Odoi was brilliant. Now the composure puts in a really good area. Oh, now then. Are they going to look at this? He looks straight across it.
Oh, that's tight.
That could be off.
If he'd left it...
He got a touch, didn't he?
Yeah, if he'd have left it, it might have gone in by itself.
And let's have a look. Did he get a touch? Did he get a touch? He did.
Abraham again isolated. He's done well. Pulisic closer to him now. Abraham will pick it up and was fouled there by Blind, who's already on a yellow card play on Hudson-Odoi. Did that hit Veltman on the hand? Referee might come back, and there's a second yellow. I thought he was going to come back. Blind's got to go.
I think the referee's had a real bad one there.
The ball, and then stretches and catches.
They're at the passage of play. There were a couple of moments where Ajax felt they could have had a free kick. Has
Veltman gone here for second yellow card for either the handball or for dissent? They've lost 2 here.
Right, the referee's having one now. He's given a penalty, I think, by the look of it as well, yeah.
Unnatural position, and it hits you as a defender. It shouldn't be a penalty. His arm's low.
Well, that's it from this angle. You can only see, if this goes in, you can only see one winner.
Jorginho, crucial this. In it goes. Chelsea 3, Ajax 4. Ajax had conceded a goal and had 2 players sent off in the same phase of play. Unbelievable.
The line. And another excellent penalty. This time the other side. And Onana goes the wrong way yet again. Nowhere near it. But the Veltman penalty, I'm not so sure. And that's a sad indictment on how it's going.
Well, Neres has been sacrificed here. They could get young Per Schurz, the 19-year-old centre-back, on. And they're about to send on Edson Alvarez too, signed in the summer, not fully fit to start.
Still don't know if that might be the case, I don't know. Or whether it was the penalty, we don't know.
Willian. There's the header and one off the bar! Screaming head, it's to the back in! It's James! It's 4-4! It is absolutely staggering! One of the greatest nights in European football at Stamford Bridge! Perhaps for all the wrong reasons, but it has been sensational. Chelsea 4-1 down.
Again, his team have capitulated a little bit. The header was a terrific one. Reaction here was brilliant. Not by the men in red and white. I mean, the header was terrific, but to finish like that, keep it low, keep your composure, make sure you hit the target. Tremendous. But look at Promise there.
Promise. on a hat-trick. Bends it superbly. Kepa might have got a touch, in which case it was a good save, and the Chelsea keeper
just gets her fingertips on it. I think it's an effort from distance. Clear.
Nadoi again. Cutely done. Azpilicueta. Blocked in at the near post area, not yet away. And the bait gets it out. Placed brilliantly by Jorginho. He wants to put it in! He's done it again, the captain, Azpilicueta. Chelsea 5, Ajax 4. Have you ever seen a night like this in West London?
There's the, here we see it again. There's the header.
Hit Tammy Abraham on the hand and came back to Azpilicueta, who drove it in.
I think that's so unfortunate. He knew nothing about it. He's like a striker. Oh, no, ruled off.
Well.
Handball.
Handball. I thought I saw a hand in there. And he gets big goals, doesn't he, in big games and cameo roles. It's Tadic, best thing he's done all night. It's a good run by Tadic, twisted again. Important that James gets there first for Chelsea, doesn't foul his man. Oh, it's a brilliant effort by Edson Alvarez, and Kepa fine save. And Ajax nearly won it in the last 5 minutes.
Deservedly so, he's not been at his best. What a save this is, though. He's not at the best of games. The fans have had a go at him a little bit. Too strong.
Kovacic departs. It's an attacking move to win the game, so typical of Frank Lampard as Batshuayi comes on. Van de Beek. Here's Promise, lovely run. Mazraoui, safe hands. Importantly got that save.
Yeah, needed to pull that back, didn't he?
They've come and tried to win it here, down to 9 men with the last 2 or 3 minutes to go. Brave stuff. In comes the cross for Abraham. And that's going to do it.
Don't know the word risk, do they? Well, they might regret that, though.
That's a terrible ball. And it's come to Hunt. Oh, goodness me, Hudson-Odoi. How close was that?
Chances, and with 9 men you don't do it. It's a wonderful attempt. You're disappointed he didn't work the goalkeeper at least. But
Jorginho. Batshuayi on the half-turn. Oh, that's a super save. That's the save of the night. And that's kept it at 4-4 out of the night. 4-4 at this late stage.
oh, look how deep he is there. Uses his body weight beautifully, Batshuayi there. He must have thought he'd won the game for his team. Look at that, he's wrong-footed there, Onana, but just his body beautiful.
Christian Pulisic, Ajax defending as if their lives counted on it now. James with the crossing. And a strong header, but the wrong direction from Tammy Abraham. Their first choice centre-backs. Suspended. Here's Willian.
It's not over yet.
Here's Batshuayi. Dragged it. Thinks it took a nick. Thinks it came off Martinez.
Frank Lampard's face. Again, first touch is good. Goes across the... Ooh, take your pick there.
What an extraordinary night of football. Finishes Chelsea 4, Ajax 4. They're still level on points in the group.